In this video series, we are going to talk about some basic commands that can be used to draw civil engineering drawings, as well as some basic options that you need to change before starting up. So let's start. There are two ways to use Autocad. First of all, you can use the ribbons here. Uh, whatever you need to use, whatever action you need to perform, just go here and then just if you want to draw a line, then you have to click the line and then it says specify first point. So specify first point by clicking, and then again it says specify next point. So AutoCAD basically tells you after entering the command that what you need to do. It asks for the input. So we can see that the command line has not been terminated, has not been finished yet. So in order to finish the command, you just need to press escape, and voila, we're done with the line. What if you're required to draw a line of a certain dimension, for instance 5 feet? Uh, to do that, you need to change the unit system first, because in AutoCAD the default uh, units are going on if you haven't changed the unit system. So in order to change unit, you need to type in UN, which is a short key for command units, then press space. Then in order to change, I usually keep it to architectural, and uh, if you're choosing this as architectural, then you need to set this to inches, and I'm okay with decimal degrees. Okay, so let's move on forward. So if I want to draw a line of 5 feet, then what I would do is I would press L for line and space, specify first point, and then type in 5 feet space, and we can see that we have created a line of 5 feet. Now in order to finish it, just press escape. So what if you want to create a line of having a certain angle to our horizontal? It's easy. Just type in command L and specify first point, and then uh, uh, I'm giving the length of the line 5 feet. For uh, angle purpose, you have to press the tape button on the keyboard, and then give it the angle, specify line, 5 foot line, and the angle of the line towards the and the angle of the line with respect to horizontal is 45 degree. Then press tab, 45, enter, and then we can see that we have created a line of 45 degrees with respect to the horizontal, right? So we are done with the command line, and now we are going towards rectangle. So for drawing a rectangle, you just need to type in REC, press space, specify first corner point, and then specify other corner point. That's it. Again, rectangle, space, specify first corner point, and then other corner point. If you want to draw a rectangle of a specify dimension, for instance 20 feet to 30 feet dimension of a rectangle, then you just need to type in rectangle, specify first point, and then you press shift, hold the shift button, and then press 2. So at the rate of 20 feet comma 40 feet. Oh, sorry, I must have entered something wrong over here. Rectangle at the rate 20 feet comma 40 feet. So it's rectangle of 20 feet horizontal dimension and 40 feet vertical dimension. So we are done with line and rectangle, and now we are going to move forward to another command, which is circle. Now for circle, you just need to type in C space, and if you want to, it says that to specify center point of circle. So let's specify the center point, and then it again asks for radius of circle. So let's say it's 5 feet. Type in 5 feet space, and voila, we have a radius of 5 feet, circle of 5 feet radius. Okay, so we are done with rectangle, circle, line, and moving forward we have move and copy. So if you have to move certain object to a specified location, then you need to type in move command. For that, the shortcut is M space. So select an object, space, specify base point, uh, right? You can move two objects together as well, or more than two objects if you want to. Select objects, M space, and then move them. Okay, we are done with the move command as well. So we're gonna go with command is copy. You can also copy other objects as well by using command. So if I want to, instead of creating this rectangle over again by typing rectangle, I can copy it by typing in CO and then selecting it and then specifying base point and then just go on clicking. Doesn't matter how many rectangles do you want. You can do it by just by uh, typing the command copy. And today for this video, the last command would be mirror. So what is mirror command? So let's say we place a mirror over here. Before mirror, I would really talk about a mode in the AutoCAD called ortho mode. So if you just want to create lines that are horizontal and vertical, you need to activate ortho mode. For that, you need to press F8. When I press F8, we can see that down here that ortho mode is on, which means that we can only create lines that are vertical or horizontal. That is L. So it's easy to just create if you want to create just vertical and horizontal lines, because majority of our lines are vertical and horizontal. So this command, this ortho mode, is really useful in drawing 2D plan as well as working in 3D. So we are going after that we are going to talk about mirror command. So for mirror, let's assume there's a line which acts like a mirror, and then we have an object over here, or let's say suppose it's a triangle. So in order to, just gonna show how mirror works. So mi for mirror, and then select this object, and now you want to specify point of mirror line. So we can see that it, it says that do you want to erase the source object from which you are uh, mirroring the object. So I would really like to keep it there, so I would say no. If I had said yes, then this object would not be here at all. So in this case, we can see that it's different than copy. If I copy this, it would be something like this. But when I typed in the command mirror, it kind of changed the orientation of this object, right? So let's take another example. You can mirror like this. You can also mirror this thing like this. It's easy.